I used a cardboard box of 26 centimeters of width, 36 centimeters of height and 44 centimeters of length. I cut out a flap on the longer side measuring its equal distance on the box. Later I realized that I could have cut another inch longer on the box to avoid joint on that side. My nativity set came in 42 by 30 centimeters box which I was planning to use as my base. So I stripped out the extra centimeters, cut the main base of 42 by 30 centimeters from the other longer side of the cardboard. I used a 5-ply cardboard in this project. Since I am going for a natural look, I choose to strip off the top layer, exposing the ribbed part of the cardboard. Spray water sparsely and spread it. Let it rest for 5 minutes and then peel it off easily. If you are using 3-ply cardboard, this will not hold much strength, so go for a double layering of cardboard in that case. I used masking tape to add more length to the roof part. Make sure that you place the extra parts aligned to the ribs and the tape properly goes into the grooves. My purpose to use masking tape is you can easily correct or paint it if required. You can use any tape here. Initially I added about 3 inches of extra part, but I used only 1 inch of it and cut out the extra part. After which I understood that both the base and roof part were approximately of same size. This is exactly what I needed. 1 inch less on both sides of base when the roof is up. This will be covered using the straw, which will make the roof seemingly made of straw. Cut 4 pieces of 28 centimeters of length and 5 centimeters width. Join them using glue. Paper glue did not stick them well, so I used hot glue later to stick them strongly. PVA glue will also work well here. I made 4 paper rolls of about 27 centimeters. I did not measure it exactly, so I am showing you the comparison. Strip out the cardboard such that you will have only one flat surface and one ribbed part. Let us call it 2-ply cardboard. This 2-ply cardboard is easy to roll around the paper roll. I used it to give the pillars a wood kind of look. I used hot glue to attach the 2-ply cardboard to the paper roll. Since I was filming using my other hand, I could not record most parts for this video. But I tried to make it as clear as possible with explanations. I was not at my place and filming with minimal equipment. First I joined the roof to the rectangles I cut out. You need to add hot glue and wait for 5 minutes by holding them in place before you move on to the next part. Only then the bond will be strong and the pieces will hold together properly. For the roof part, 1 added glue on both smaller sides of the rectangle and pressed it firmly on the ends of the roof from inside. Later added pillars 1 by 1 to the rectangles with plenty of hot glue and made sure to hold them straight till they dry. And finally placed them on the base, positioned them straight and hot glued them all at once and held it in place. I cut the straw 2 inches longer than one side of the roof and hot glued it to the cardboard. I used 2 lines of hot glue and just stacked the straw loosely. Pressed the straw to the cardboard from top and bottom of the cardboard. There were few loose strands on top. I did not shake them off, but added another layer of hot glue on top and put a single straw strand horizontally to hold everything in place. This is the side look and the top view. Scatter the smaller straw pieces on the base and check the layout of the nativity set. Now the final touch-up details. I added a star cut out of glitter foam sheet with the help of a thin sturdy wire using hot glue gun. I made a round base of the wire for the end that goes on the roof to help with sturdy attachment of wire. And a hook for the end that goes with the star to have it positioned little forward naturally. Coming to the angel part, 1 added a thin floral wire to the either ends of rectangular pieces tightly and used another smaller wire to wrap around the waist of the angel and used it to join it to the long wire. The angel was hanging forward, so I used another thicker and sturdy wire to position it upright. I simply looped it at one end and inserted the other straight end into the thin waist wire at the back of the angel. The loop on the top was pressing against the roof and the bottom of the wire was balanced with the weight of the angel. I used a bulb light holder with wire and plug to add light. I attached the light holder tightly to the rectangle part using a double-sided tape, making sure the holder is horizontal. Then placed the bulb into the holder and checked if the tape is holding the weight. I covered the cardboard box I used as support with a 1 meter white cloth. Added side railings using old broom sticks. I first measured the side and cut 2 pieces of that length and then 7 pieces of smaller sticks. I placed the bigger sticks parallel to each other, applied glue to the smaller sticks by checking the distance between the sticks and making sure each of them is equal distance from the base. It looked like a ladder when finished. Then I glued each of them to the pillar on both sides. Finally added the fairy lights on the top of the roof. Here is the final look of the crib.